this creation of this stuff. Probably they weren't, and probably someone that was journalistic and rather clever just found it and said, ooh, this is newsworthy, I'm going to do this, and they'll get lots of readership, and no one will question the validity of the information within it. And, I hate to say it, but this is where you kind of start to border on the lines of, is it fake news or just overhyping for sales or for viewership? And I don't care how you slice it. I'm really ashamed that Futurism did this. I know there were others that covered it, but Futurism was the most prominent article out there, and they probably wrote it first. If they didn't write it first and they just copied from someone else, then what does that tell you about them either? So,
yeah, well, that's a whole other conversation. But I've used similar tactics when I was working as the CMO of a couple companies, where you, let's say, exploit the fact that a lot of reporters are a little bit on the lazy side, and you kind of write the story for them, and then once you get one thing, then you can kind of keep going. So it's somebody definitely dropped the ball and didn't do a lot of research on this. But what has happened with Augur is now they're on the radar of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission in the States.
In a good way or a bad way?
Not in a good way. So there's not a lot of details about that yet, but what's happening is, so I happened to read this article yesterday from Technology Review, and I'll put it's called is this new blockchain-based betting platform? Wait, it helps if I could read. This new blockchain-based betting platform could cause Napster-sized legal headaches. And so it was just approaching it from the legal aspect only in the United States, because what could be considered like the contracts, they could be linked to binary options in the trading world. And so the CFTC does look at that, and they have in fact sued previous prediction markets. There was one in 2012.
I'll bring up the screen for another second and just show you something else then, because there is.
Sure.
Let's go back here. I'll just share this again, and I'll just close that and bring us over here. Okay, so there is one other thing. So you're talking about like binary options. So you're right.
Right.
There is something I found on trading for binary options, and I found binary option trades in here. If I'd known you were going to ask that, I would.
Well, it just like this article just popped up earlier this morning.
Right. Let's see if I can find one quickly. But yeah, I did see some stuff on binary options in here, and I was like, oh wow, okay, that's. But there's an Ether call put option hedging December 31, right? So that's pretty. CFD Ether USD 400 600 with 400 to 600 with margin calls, high leverage. I mean, should that stuff be in here? Probably not. That falls into a regulated community world. So yes, those are there. I mean, I found it pretty easily. But the problem with anything, like if you put that on Facebook, then what? Now Facebook has to regulate it. Where does regulation start and finish? I don't know. This is a hard one, because we have a world called freedom, but we also have regulated markets in banking and finance. So we have to find the line here, because let's face it, people do things all the time. Like, I've got dollars, you've got pounds, you come visit me in London. I say, hey, nice to see you. I've got some dollars. Do you want them? Yeah, I've got some pounds. I'm leaving. You want them? Great. Let's just swap them. What's the exchange rate on the market? We just cut a deal. Yeah. I mean, should we be doing that? Probably not. I mean, if you had like 5,000 and I had 5,000, then maybe it's not okay. Maybe it is. Yeah. Probably is, because below certain trade limits anyway. But I can see the problem for sure.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll send you the link to that article. But it was just talking about, so with like Napster and Livewire a while ago, when those type of violations of trade infringement and things start happening, they could then shut down the company and go after them. So the article was asking the question of, in a decentralized market, who do you go after? So it was very interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so we get to do two different votes today. One is on Futurism and one's on Augur. So, I mean, look, I have loved Futurism for years. They've done some amazingly cool videos, very introductory stuff, making me aware of a lot. I've been following them for a long time. But I've got to say, right here today, if I had to vote on Futurism, I'll give you my vote after you give me yours.
Wait, so whether or not we like Futurism in general?
Up or down, plus or minus, like we did with EOS a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay. All right. You went, okay, right, I got you. 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
I'm giving them a thumbs down on this one because
that's
bad reporting.
Bad reporting on futures. Now on Augur, interesting one, right? Now we got to vote on Augur. We like Augur, we don't like Augur. Augur the platform, Augur the company, Augur the stuff that's going in there that probably shouldn't go in there. So I have my view. You've got yours on 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to say up or down. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 thumbs up for Augur. We both like it. I think it's a cool platform. I really enjoy fiddling around with it.
Yeah.
Personally, I wish there were more people in there voting and using it, but I like using it. It's a cool platform. A shame about the assassination entry, but
Yeah, me too. But I mean, marketing. I honestly am in the camp of I think that was completely marketing based, for better or for worse.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be. It doesn't necessarily have to be. It could have someone who legitimately wants to see Putin go.
It's possible, but no one voted for it.
I was surprised there weren't other big celebrity, superstar presidents also listed. But
because the article, I'm not to that either.
No.
The article mentioned alternative people, and there was nobody else in there, so I'm a little disappointed in that too.
No,
so clearly, then it got scrubbed.
No, because as soon as the article went out, I was on it straight away.
Yeah, and nothing.
Literally, I was in there within 2 hours of the article coming out.
Yeah.
And I've just sat on this for a few days to show you.
Yeah. Who knows?
So. All right. Well, that was pretty cool. So 2 thumbs down for Futurism on their poor reporting of Augur's predictive markets and cryptocurrency. And Steve Good and Yuri Cataldo gave 2 thumbs up to Augur because it's a pretty cool platform that's got a little room for growth. Yeah. But so far, so good. It did all their launching last year. They're running. They're live. It's great to see an ICO project that actually went from fundraising to actually being a live platform. So 2 thumbs up for you guys, Augur. Great job. And of course, until next time, to the moon. And have a great week, everybody. Thank you for joining us today on The Coin Chat. Join us on Telegram on t.me/The Coin Chat, where we discuss a range of topics on cryptocurrency. And visit us on patreon.com/The Coin Chat for show notes, outtakes, and previews of additional content. Or follow us on our website, which is www.thecoinchat.net. And remember to like and subscribe to us on your way out. To the moon, until next time.